called Nerve. It's basically live electronic music, or better to say, it sounds electronic, but it's not. It's actually acoustically generated music, or with electronic, with synths, evidently. But yeah, we just got back from Japan, did the tour in Japan, and I'll be in New York now in September. I'll be doing a weekly party gig where I play every Thursday at a small club called New Blue in the East Village. And in October, I'm gonna go back to Europe to tour with Nerve, and later on I'll be going to China to do some drum clinics, and I'll go back to Japan to do a festival. So I'm traveling quite a lot. So chances are I'll be coming into your neighborhood if you do not live in New York. But just follow up on jojomayer.com. It's probably the simplest way to connect to my work, to what I do. My life is a succession of changes. I always changed. I never stayed in one place for like a long time. I change, and change is good, but change is also scary sometimes. Change is also adventure, and if I have a choice between doing what I know and having a little adventure, I will probably always choose adventure somehow. And I wouldn't be the player that I am if I wouldn't do that. And I use opportunities to do something different, and not being monofocused. So I played the same drumheads throughout all my life, for the most part. And at this point, having an opportunity to experiment in different entities with a company that, as far as what I can see, is very much interested in evolution and trying new things. That I can totally relate to that. And I am not looking to duplicate what I had, but I made the change because I'm looking for something that I did not have yet. I'm looking for a new sound, and I think that's, Evans is giving me this opportunity right now, and to collaborate, and create those new sounds. And that's why I'm here. The hydraulics, because I remember, well, that was a sound that Evans invented, and I was flirting with that sound for like a long time because it's such a out sound in a way. But I think the time is right to revisit that sound right now and maybe embellish it, with, or go back to that juncture. I think there's possibly a couple of things that I can do with that head, which I'm just at the beginning of like starting those things. You remember what I was talking about, using different techniques that will bring out certain effects on a hydraulic head that I can't do with any other head, because it's such a dry and stubborn head in a way. I can do certain things on that head that I can't do on any other head, which is kind of difficult to explain just like right now. But I can apply certain conga techniques, or stuff that some of the players like Giovanni Hidalgo do with like muted sounds, and I want to go further into that. So I might be using those heads quite a lot. The other thing, the G Plus head was just a head that right away I understood that this is a sound that makes me feel home, and a sound that is very useful for basically most of the playing environments that I might be in. This is it's a very good drum head. And also one of the more, I guess, flamboyant and exotic heads that Evans makes are the hybrid heads, which I believe it's Kevlar, or it's yeah. Uh, this is not. I wouldn't recommend that sound for like a mainstream nice sound, but as I'm pushing the envelope, or I have to push the envelope very often with the choices that I make in order to reverse engineer some of the electronic sounds, I found that this Kevlar head gives me an incredible possibilities for my smaller size snare drums, for like the 13 inches and the 14 inches. I was able, there was no other head that I played so far that I can tune up to a pitch like this. I mean, I get almost like a typewriter type of sound for that, which is very interesting for the environment that I use with my band Nerve, with those type of sounds. Like most drum heads would just at some point would just like give up and choke, and nothing would be coming out. And those heads I can go up to almost like I would say like a ridiculous pitch that I wasn't able to do with any other drum head. So I will be experimenting with those heads quite a lot, and the results that I've been getting so far are pretty remarkable. Yeah.